I like beer because it's a flavorful, social thing that you can do that generally doesn't cost as much as a cup of coffee, especially at Starbucks, or as much as a meal, but you can sit down with your friends, you can go ahead and get a beer, you can just talk together, talk about life, how things are going, experiences you've just had. Last night I went and saw a movie with a friend, and afterwards we went and got a beer and we talked about the movie, and it was really great to process the film in that way. And beer just brings people together. It's a sort of a fun, I don't know, grown-up thing to do, just to be able to enjoy those different flavors. But it's cool. This kit comes with a pretty detailed instructions list. Obviously there's a lot of things on it, but as you can see, it's just 5 simple steps to enjoying your beer, so they make it nice and easy for you. Alright, so what we got is our little nozzle out of its little sanitary bag, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and screw it onto the front of this thing, and then we're going to check it for leaks. Go ahead and put it in here. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is fill it up to 4 gallons of water, or 4 quarts of water, not 4 gallons. See on the back it has a nice little measurement for you. The kind of hops that I have is an Oktoberfest hops. The pack itself comes with a light beer hops, but I don't want to wait a long time just to have a light beer hops, and by the time this is done I think it'll be closer to September, October, so I'll go ahead and have plenty of that nice Oktoberfest ale. Oktoberfests are generally known for their more hoppy flavor, but they also have spices at the end of the flavor. If you're a big beer person, think of kind of like a Belgium, but it's a seasonal sort of thing as well, hence the Oktoberfest. I'm gonna go ahead and sanitize the cask that we have right here. I filled it up with a few, like 2 quarts more of warm water. And the thing about beer is, the less sanitized it is, the more flavor you're gonna get in it. And you don't want the flavors of whatever dirt and grime has been in your cask. Grab your lid. This is gonna be the fun part. Put it on nice and tight. And you just gotta swirl it. The cask itself is made out of probably medium durability plastic. Definitely not like a Nalgene, but definitely enough to hold up for what it's going to do. As far as the taste of beer, I like stouts in the winter, wheat ales in the summer, and then just those seasonals in between. Belgians I like in the spring, and then generally the Oktoberfest, and sort of the, I don't know, the more out there beers I like in the fall. We're going to need a spoon to swirl the brewing process, and we're also going to need a measuring cup to make sure we get exact measurements. But again, these have to be sanitized too. I'm going to start pouring out this sanitizing solution. And while that's going down, I'm going to go ahead and just wash these off lightly. Again, anything that comes in contact with what you're brewing needs to be sanitized. Go ahead and extract my measuring cup from the sanitized water. We'll put it back when we're finished. What we're going to do is just take 4 cups of the water, put it into this fine pot here. What I'm going to go ahead and do is bring this to a boil, and then I'm going to remove it from the heat. We put together our 4 cups of water into a pot, and it's boiling right now. What we're going to do is just take it right off the heat. It's our can of hops. We submerged it in hot water for the past 15 minutes. It's a lot of flavors packed into one tiny package, so we're going to go ahead and open it up. It smells good. Take our sanitized spoon, pour this in. Oh yeah, look at that. Looks like molasses. Smells relatively similar. Reminds me of smells of fall. So this is a hop extract. So this is they process the hops a little bit for you. And a malt extract as well. So it has those grains, as well as the necessary sugars. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and fill our sanitized cask with 4 quarts of cold water. Alright, wort. Go, go, go. What we're doing is just, again, stirring as we're adding water. I think this is just mixing up the solution just to make sure it gets nice and even. Then we're adding in cold water. So go ahead and dump the yeast in. This is the last step, well, second to last step, yes. Last thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put the lid on. Screw it in. This will take about 14 days to brew, and then after yet another 14 days, you can put it in bottles. That was incredibly easy. I am surprisingly surprised at the relative ease of what we were able to do. They gave you all the ingredients and it was really easy to use. Really easy, really fun. Fun to do with friends, fun to do it by yourself. And it's also scientific. So there you go.